Hi, my name is Rich Malava. Here's a method for creating a cylinder with holes in it. This time I'm going to start with a six-sided polygon. This version is going to be a version that has a smooth surface, so I'm going to redraw some topology here. First, delete all the polygons except for the top. Snap it down to the grid using the X key and the middle mouse button. Rotate it 90 to line up the vertices at the top and bottom. Here I'm going to extrude what will become the hole itself. I use 0.67 as the extrude so that it's 2/3 of the polygon. Now I'll snap the corners out to form a square. Now I need to redraw some topology, so I'm going to make some copies. I'm going to do 2 rows of holes. They're going to be offset. So I'll copy the original hole up and then move some of the polygons around to form the offset hole. And then I'm going to make several copies here because I need to redraw the topology to eliminate those diagonal lines and make the lines flow around the cylinder and up and down the height. So I'll make a couple of temporary copies here. We're going to have to merge them all together and then redraw the topology shortly. Almost there. Now we merge them all together, combine them, merge the vertices. And now using the split polygon tool, we'll redraw the topology and then delete the diagonals at the end. So just lots of little splits here. Okay, the full circle's just about done. There we go. Now we'll deal with the 2 half circles. 2 in the middle. And now we delete the diagonals. We only have to worry about the full circle and the half circle, so we can delete all those other ones. They were just there to help us redraw the topology properly. Now we want 8 circles around the cylinder, so we'll make 8 copies of this using the Shift D to duplicate and move. Now we combine this all together to a single part, merge all the vertices, center the pivot, recenter the object. Now we've got 2 strips of holes in a plane. If we just rotate the plane 2 pi radians, we get a cylinder. So we add a bend deformer and then add a curvature of 3.141592, and there we have a cylinder. Now we just merge those vertices at the top, press the 3 key to smooth it, and boom. And now we have a topology that's flowing around and up and down the cylinder. To make it longer, we just duplicate that a couple times. Again with Shift D to duplicate and move. Make 2 copies, combine everything together, merge all the vertices where they meet up, and now we have 1 surface. Now we'll add a little thickness by extruding that object. So Mesh Edit Extrude. I tumble around here a little bit, eventually I'll get to it. There we go, Mesh Edit Extrude. And then I do 3 extrudes in the Z, 0.02, 0.2, and 0.02 to tighten up the edges. And now in this video, I'm also going to show a way to set up a quick rendering rig. So we're going to apply a material to the object, a Fong, making it a sort of a gunmetal blue color. And now we'll create a polygon plane with a single polygon to act as a stage. Just leave the default Lambert on it. Move it down. and create a sight wall by selecting the back two edges and extruding them up. and then beveling those. Add a couple of segments, tighten up the offset, delete the extra polygons that get created from the bevel operation, smooth it, or add a couple lines to hold its shape, and then smooth it. Now we'll set up the mental ray settings. Go to Quality, Fine Trace, turn on Final Gather, make it a TIFF, make it a 1K image. Go to the camera environment settings, set the lighting to a light gray, frame up the object, and do a render. And there you go, a nice render without any hassling with lights. Also in this video I'm going to show how to add contour lines or wireframe on the render. Go to the features and select contours. Increase the oversample to 2. That'll just help to alias the lines out. Now if you were to render right now you'd get nothing. You have to also go to the material shader object and turn on contour render there. We're going to make it a half of a pixel width with a 50% alpha color of a lighter color blue than we made the object itself. And now with contour turned on in both places. Also remember in the mental ray settings and global render settings you need to select the option to say render around all polygon faces. And there you go. There's a nice wireframe on your render.